Liza, we have heard a lot during the pandemic about businesses stepping in to help their communities. At Epic also, I've spoken to numerous startup founders who are doing their bit to help the frontline workers, the elderly people, the students, the specially able people, and others during this time. So, pandemic or no pandemic, why do you think businesses need to focus on communities?
I think an overlooked part of this business and community argument is that employees are part of your community. So when you
Hmm.
build stronger community ties, you're benefiting employees. We're
Hmm.
all happier when we're part of stronger communities.
Right.
But things like advocating for more green space, better hospitals, engaging with local government about schools benefits your employees, which obviously benefits you.
Hmm.
So, I mean, during COVID, we've seen so many examples of businesses stepping in to help their communities and give back. Restaurants are providing food for essential workers, businesses are sharing best practices for dealing with the coronavirus. So I think it's really clear how a strong community is helpful, and the pandemic has really highlighted that.
Right, right. It's fascinating, like how employees and communities are interlinked. So you're catering to two stakeholders by just serving the community. Interesting. And what can business owners do to think about their community before taking any action?
I recommend that business owners look at, who and what makes up your community.
Hmm.
Local business groups, local government, and other businesses are included in this community,
Hmm.
as well as your employees. So I recommend that business owners start by kind of introducing themselves to these groups, whether that's, your mayor or local government, that's your chamber of commerce, and then seeing where a need is and try and fill that in. I think business owners can also ask employees how they're interacting with their communities and sort of
Okay.
help them and take charge that way.
Okay. And how can these employees, get involved with the community?
So we see a lot about employee volunteer programs. Those are
Uh,
really popular and with good reason. Research shows that you get increased employee engagement for volunteering, and obviously the people that receive those volunteer services benefit as well. So I think employees should share with their employers what parts of the community they want to be involved in, where they want to volunteer. I think
mhm.
especially now, people are in this mindset around the
Mhm.
holidays, of community and giving. So now is a
Mhm.
great time to have those conversations.
Right, right. You're right. And how can they keep up this spirit of, giving in 2021 as well?
So the other thing that's important to think about with community, and this is something that can be used in the upcoming year, is for
Hmm.
businesses to kind of match their material values and risks and purpose to the
Hmm.
community. So if you're
Right.
a food company, are you working with your local food bank? If you're a healthcare company,
Hmm.
are you working with your local hospital?
Hmm.
Finding those community opportunities that are matched to your business are often much more effective. I
Hmm.
also think businesses should interact with and attend local government meetings. Government affects businesses and vice versa. So getting involved at the local level and see how the school board, the mayor's office, and different elected officials make decisions that could affect your business.
Okay. Okay. I think you have pointed out some great pointers there. Which I wanted to highlight. First one was employees and community. Like those are two different stakeholders, but there's a strong link between both of them, and they could be served together. Uh, Secondly, where research shows, that employee engagement goes up when employees get to volunteer for the community via their employers. And lastly, companies should definitely take into account their material values and risks while helping the community. So that would be a more effective solution rather than doing something else. So Thanks a lot, Eliza, for sharing all those insights with us today.
You're welcome.